Hey everybody, welcome to my second world update. You probably saw this in the subreddit if you browse GoldenAgeMinecraft. This is Castle Von Spawn. All right, this little platform here is actually the center of the world. So if you die without a bed, you'll just come back here. And I made it because I died building something in the Nether and spawned back here, and I thought, hey, I'll take a break. I'll try to build something in the old beta style. I threw this together with stuff that I had and found around here, and it was a blast. I've built, like, in my modern style in some of my other builds in my world, and they're fun, but they feel more like a project. This was, I don't know, this kind of just brought me back, because I'm like, oh, I can have a foyer here and a bedroom there and a hallway there and like a sunroof here, chests here, a hallway, a zen garden. You're gonna see it all in a second. So it's also been very profitable for me. I've taken some of this out, but I've been mining a lot. The mining has been great around here. The caves underneath this place are super expansive. Just miscellaneous things that I don't really need, and some mob drops. Nothing crazy. There's one dog that I found. My bedroom. I think it's kind of nice. I like this oak wall here. And I wanted to fall asleep facing the sun, but this bed kind of needs to be higher up to see it. So, whatever. I can still see the glow of the sunrise. Here's kind of like on top of that hallway I was just in. It leads to the same place. It also has an overlook of the Zen garden here, which I'll show in a second. Here is the top of this tower. I recorded a video here and did the inside of this like some kind of kitchen or cashier area for the purposes of the video, but I didn't really like it, so I changed it afterwards. And I needed a place to smelt things, so there's that. Downstairs, there's nothing. Nothing really important. Crafting table, so I don't have to make so many trips back. There's a patio with I forgot the name of this thing. This little cloth thing that comes down. Awning? That's an awning, that's what it is. Yeah, and like a little sunbathing chair, and you can exit and look around. By the way, I really miss these gravel beaches. They have like two high grass shores and then gravel, which it mimics a lot of freshwater lake shores in the Midwest and I guess in the West, which I like, and I kind of wish they weren't removed, so that's a feature that I enjoy. Alright, I gotta go back in here because I left the door open. I have it on peaceful mode just for the purposes of the video, and this is also a backup. There's nothing in there. Actually, I should go through here first. I like making long hallways. I mentioned that in my last video. I just like to make long hallways that lead places. It inspired me a lot. I can attach this room here, and I can attach this room there, and a tower there, and it was a lot of fun. If you hear the sounds of wood when I'm walking, that's because there's the trick where the fence posts are underneath. Maybe you can kind of see it there. And I also tucked some water under the walls and such to keep it all moist. There's a little scarecrow. He doesn't have a name. It's more for decoration. I'm not really harvesting any of this, but if I needed to, it's right here. And the reason I'm able to keep it all grown like that, I use bone meal, is I have a skeleton farm down this way, and I guess I should change it to hard for the purposes of this. This is the mine I was talking about. It's pretty crazy. I haven't hardly explored it. Oh, there's iron right there. See, I missed that. I've been through here like 100 times. This is the skeleton farm that I made. There's a skeleton spawner above. One should spawn in, and then they funnel through that hole. And yeah, there's one. They can't shoot me. Their head hits the lava while their legs stay afloat. This kind of slows them down, stops them from fully flowing into this little chute. And the drops come from their legs. So it gets pushed into here, and you can AFK here with no harm, and it works great. It works really good. I'll do a tutorial for that eventually. I know someone asked me for one. Okay, back to the top here. This is just a fun tower. I know these windows aren't even, but it's for practical reasons. I kind of wish they were more like modern windows. They're easier to see through, but oh well. You know, what are you going to do? It's still nostalgic for me, so I enjoy it. And ladder. There's nothing up here. It's like a lookout tower, and you can see from all 4 directions, not just 2, like you can down up the turret, but it has more limited vision. It's not great. It's really just, I built it for fun, not for any specific reasons, and I can pull this off because I'm peaceful, so how about that? Now the Zen garden. This was fun. Got little tall bushes and sugar canes and flowers everywhere. I wanted to fit a fountain in here, but they're kind of noisy and there's not a lot of room, so I kind of stuck to what I had. A little bench. You could do fishing in here if you wanted. I think it looks pretty nice. There's the entrance back. If you walked all the way around, there's an entrance back to the foyer. I want to make it very easily traversable. You can get where you want to go very quickly, right? You don't have to walk all the way around to get to here, which I was doing a lot of the time. Now this building, and I guess I didn't really get a good outside view here, this building is my Nether portal building, and I'll be going in here next to show you what I've done on my main base. This is the best view. That direction, this direction, is my main base, and it's, I want to say, 500 blocks away, which is kind of far in beta. You can't just light your over there, you know. So that's why I stuck around here for so long. And, oh yeah, that is a little project I've been working on. I had an excess of stone. I don't anymore because I died so many times. And clay, I've lost all my clay in this thing twice. So, but it's a fun little project. I'm going to reveal that later. It's not finished. It's like another hub, I guess, or another fortress to keep the ghasts away. They're really an annoyance. And I'm going to make I was making a short earlier. I'm not gonna post it now, but I'm going to post it maybe Wednesday about how freaking hard ghasts are to kill. Because they swarm you and they're shooting you with everything and hitting them with fireballs and arrows does nothing. And I've never actually killed one in this version. They seem unkillable. They might be unkillable. So I'm gonna try. I'm gonna edit it into a short so it's like not super convoluted and long. Now, if you remember from last update, this is the inside of my church. That's the stained glass from the inside. And that's the gold bell. I was really proud of that because it had like no gold at the time. And you can see the little town I have here. It's not a spectacular view. There are better views of this place, but yep, that way is Castle Von Spawn. It is a nice view from up there, though. I wanted to add texture to this thing. It's kind of like, those are like bricks going up. Maybe I should have just used smooth stone and Box Blair, another beta YouTuber, or another old Minecraft YouTuber, figured out a way to get full stone from old tutorials. But I tried it about 1 billion times and it did not work. And I would have preferred that here, but I kind of have reservations about using exploits and cheats. I don't think it's that bad. But like duping, I have a sand duper, I decided I wouldn't use it anymore because it takes the survival challenge out of the game. It's like, I don't know, it feels wrong. That's what you do in modern versions. You use exploits to make these massive farms to get really far in the game really quickly, and it's not authentic. I don't feel like it's authentic, so I'm not using it anymore. I think this was here last time, right? This is a train station, and this was a fun little build, although the wool was really hard to come by. But it's called East Mong Station. It was inspired by No Mike and Box Blair. I kind of combined their name ideas together. And this still takes me to the spider spawner farm. And I built a better spider spawner farm that way. You can't see it over that lip. And that's the one I made the tutorial off of. When I filmed the tutorial video, it was... I made it over there, and it's actually faster than the one I made because I made a 9x9 room for the spiders to spawn, because I read up they could spawn mobs up to 4 blocks away, spawners can. So I made it a little bit wider and then improved the rates a lot. So not much has changed in here, except, ooh, yeah, I got into redstone finally. I have so much, I never did anything with it, but this is it's like a bunker. I kind of made this little half circle, semicircle thing, and it's a bunker just for mass storage because I have a shit ton of dirt, and there's a reason I have so much. You'll see later. And just have stairs back here so mobs don't spawn. I kind of like the low light levels. I like the bunker idea. I might expand this in the future. Just have endless bunkers underground. That's just a cool project at a later date. Okay, so... Okay, so there was more. I didn't show off this build in the last world update because it wasn't finished on the inside, and now I think it is completely finished. So we're going to check it out. It was inspired by a building I saw in real life when I was on vacation, so that was fun. I just kind of remembered it. It was... Oop, I fell. But I wanted it to be really fancy, like high-end living. And I haven't really gotten anything down here. This is my first attempt at bulk storage, and I totally forgot about this. I gotta move it to the bunker and do something else with this basement. I have no idea, but maybe you guys have ideas for what I should fit down here. I don't know. But up here, just a mini little sitting area with a gray fabric couch. That's not cobblestone. It is gray fabric or leather. How about leather? That's fancy. With a lamp and a nice outlook. I kind of like how on the outside it looks like the windows are really small, but when you come from the inside, the windows are really big, right? Because the glass wraps all the way around, and it's just cut off by these logs. So it's a little bit of a different perspective. It's a nice view as well. It's very fancy. It's like high living in this place. But unfortunately, it's hard to cram a lot of stuff in here. And I don't see myself ever really needing to come here, so that's unfortunate. But, oh gosh, this spread. There was just supposed to be one mushroom and one flower, but it spread, so that's cool. This is a kitchen. I like these because it's like wood tabletop, different colored drawers. I kind of have this same thing going on in my other house. So it looks like cabinets with stuff behind them. So I like that. I have this light fixture. I have a stove I didn't never cook anything in here. Painting, little sitting area, same deal as downstairs, but it's nice. I like how this turned out, even though it was really, goddamn. I guess that's a risk. Huh. I just put that there to cover the top up. Apologies if this world tour video is kind of all over the place, but yeah, I think I showed off that building last time, and that one. I did add a path there. I don't know if you guys saw that, but there is a path here, so it's a little bit more tidy. Now, this is the big build, all right? And I have a little bit I want to discuss about what I've been doing over here, because I'm not going to show everything in this video. So, I settled on a design for that tower, and I settled on a gate design, and I love this gate design. I think that looks fantastic. That's just normal wood and brown wool, but it's kind of like overshadowed, so it looks a little darker, and it adds a new accent to the build, which I really like. Now, I'm going to back up even more so you can get a better view. Yeah, the inside is not finished. I am working on it. I ran out of stone because I used it all in another build. I get distracted, but this is a lot of fun. And just kind of like imagine that end tower, one over there, and that wall over there, you know, and then you have a front. I'll probably make those peaked. I left them flat, but maybe I'll peak them, and I'll put flags on top. I also got a mod that raises these clouds, which is nice. So that's also like the 5th iteration of what that's supposed to be. Each of these, that tower, that's like the 3rd or 4th iteration. You can see all my iterations on the subreddit. This wall is like the 5th iteration. I have built that thing and tore it down so many times. Same with this. This is so stupid. I thought this would be wider, this middle section, and I built the whole thing. I thought it looked great, and then I was like, wait, it would be so much better if it was pushed back one. And I bit the bullet and I did it. I mined every block, I pushed it back, I built it up again, and it was worth it, because otherwise that would be jutting out and kind of weird. So I had a whole other wall going this way. I had a whole other wall going this way with one of the old iterations, and I realized I didn't like it. So I removed it, and I forgot to mine that block, I guess. So, and I'm going to go up here for the final bits of the tour. This is taking a lot of RAM to upload. Ah, damn it. It's a backup, doesn't matter. Okay. This isn't finished, but okay, so you'll see I started mining this area out. I kind of calculated what this actual space I needed to build this enclosure was, and I'm going to eventually build a castle inside and some like villages, and I want to build some cherry trees and fountains and gardens and stuff. If you've ever watched any of Pepper's videos, he's another beta YouTuber. He has like this big garden in front of his castle area, and it's a little bit inspired from that. I want to have a garden in front and a garden inside. And I used TNT for the first time. I blew the hell out of it, and I started mining it down. That was a big hill, and that's where I got all the dirt. Hey everybody, I'm narrating this in post of just me blowing up this hill here. Yeah, I didn't do a great job. I took this clip earlier. Right now, I'm drinking Kwanzaa milk oolong tea, which is really good. I am a big tea guy. I love all kinds of tea. Damn, this is good tea. Sorry to slurp. What's cool about this tea is that it has no color to it. It looks like water. You can mistake it for water, but it has a very strong flavor. Recently, I bought some Green Mountain Jian, which is a green tea. I'm not good at brewing green tea, but I wanted to try. And I got some Daintree black tea from Australia. I had it shipped here. So they're both pretty good. But I am big into tea. You know, other people like they smoke, they drink, they like Coca-Cola. I don't know. I love tea. That's my thing. You know, that's my vice. So just wanted to talk about it. This is pretty good. And yeah, that's the whole hill gone. Or sort of. It saved me a lot of time. This is kind of what I want the floor to look like, I guess. That's a skylight, but I might continue with the peak. Just let me know, what do you think would look better? This is the top of the wall. Fun fact, this wall was actually inspired by the last block. He has this massive sprawling wall system with towers and shit. It's like Attack on Titan in his world, and it's very impressive. And I looked at it and I was like, damn, I just want to have something huge and sprawling in my world. And I started working on this. This is like the center of the world. This is where I command everything, or it will be, right? When I've died, I've lost a lot of valuable items. I've been using clay in that Nether build. And clay is really hard to get. I know I use it kind of liberally, but it is really difficult to get because you have to load a lot of new chunks to get it and restart your game every once in a while so you don't overload your memory. And you have to travel very far, and you have to search, and it is not plentiful like it is in modern versions, which I'm okay with that because it gives me an excuse to explore. So when I'm out exploring, I see all kinds of new terrain, and beta terrain is just, I love it. It's, I don't know, it's like in the new versions, once you've seen one type of biome, you've seen everything in that type of biome. Now, you have all kinds of crazy terrain here in beta, and it's like, it's so different, and it's very unique. Even if it's the same biome, it's like the generation has a different flavor wherever you go, which is really great. I posted a video of me exploring some like lowlands where there was a lot of islands and waterways in a boat while it was raining, because I just really enjoy the aesthetic of it while I was searching for clay. And if you saw in that video, there was a little outpost, and I've been going on these huge clay hunts and just going and leaving these outposts everywhere, because it's like I'm colonizing my world, or I'm imperializing it. And that has been a lot of fun because I can just leave a mark there, and if I'm ever adventuring by again, I can stay there, spend the night. It's like a little fortress. It's almost like I'm exploring and conquering this world, and it's under my control, and I think that's really, I don't know, that's really neat. I enjoy it a lot. So anyway, a lot of that last bit was just rambling. By the way, down there, that is to a double spawner. It has a skeleton and a zombie. I'm going to make a tutorial about it, I think, later in the future. So if anyone's interested, that'll be up soon, and maybe in a week. I'm going to try to make a world update on the 10th of every month, because I do a lot. And I can't show off all the outposts that I've made because they're so far, so I'll do that too in a future video once I've made more. I have like 3 or 4. I consider Castle Von Spawn to be an outpost, but just compare the scale of this thing to Castle Von Spawn. I mean, Castle Von Spawn is tiny, right? I had a lot of fun building it, but compared to this is huge. So, but they're both a lot of fun. So, that's it, I guess. That's everything. And I hope you guys enjoyed my rambling and my build style. And if you have any like suggestions or feedback, just comment. And I really appreciate you guys watching. I want more people to play these old versions and try to get a sense of what the game used to be like, because it's different now. I feel like it has a lot of balancing issues, and it kind of brings me back. So anyway, that was everything. Bye-bye. Oh, that didn't kill me.